What's up, duelists? Today I've got a banger deck for you guys. This is a brand new concoction that we cooked up in the Fairy Discord, which uses the card Dark Valkyria. This card is actually really strong in Edison format when you're going first, and if you can cheat it into play with something like Valhalla, it's actually pretty strong going second too. If you summon this card, it makes it hard for your opponent to set monsters. They kind of have to deal with this, or else you can level it up on your turn and blow up whatever monster they play, or just get a nice little attack bonus, and it plays really well into Gores. The other nice thing about this card is that it is a fairy monster that does not get destroyed by deck devastation virus, which is one of the worst enemies to the fairy decks in general, is how weak they are to deck devastation virus. So just having extra fairy monsters that you can play with and are actually pretty good after you get deck dev'd is nice. And the stat line being 1800 is good too, because that means it can attack over stuff like Dark Refer, which is a pretty common threat. Also, the general idea of this deck is to be sort of a half Valhalla deck game one, half Chaos Fairy deck game one. So you have like the Chaos Fairy elements of Chaos Sorcerer plus Caius. Valhalla can give you tribute fodder for your Caius, so you can like rush people down. And then like one Tethius randomly in game one. Just a wide variety of threats game one. And then based on how your opponent sides, you can either side out the Valhalla stuff entirely, taking out the two Valhallas and the Tethius, bringing in the two DD Crows and the Dust Shoot, and be like more of a Chaos Fairy deck if they can't play deck dev. And if they can play deck dev, then you side out a lot of your weaker monsters, like the below 1500s, and you bring in your big monsters, and then you Valhalla them. So that's kind of the Smokescreen game plan we have here, is like game one, you're kind of both, and then whatever your opponent sees will dictate like what they side, and then you can kind of like counteract accordingly in that fashion. The nice thing is like you're never going to get totally blown out by like Dust Tornado, which is like the stuff that beats the Valhalla Fairy deck, because you can just side out your Valhallas game two, and you're never going to get blown out by deck dev because you can just side out all your weak monsters game two. So it's like fairy, all the strengths of fairies with the quick Christia off of Valhalla, with none of the weaknesses really. Well, theoretically, we don't really know. We just built the list just now, so hopefully it comes together. If you guys want to play this deck or any deck similar to this, make sure you sign up for the RBETs, the upcoming ones. There's RBET Maryland and RBET New York coming up. They're filling up really fast. RBET Maryland is almost at the threshold where we need to book more venue space, so make sure and sign up, be part of the first 200 players to enter RBET Maryland, because afterwards the entry fee will go up a few dollars because we'll need to book venue space. All right, good luck, have fun to the opponent. We've got turn one Valkyria plus Royal Decree, which is really nice. So we could go for Valkyria, Royal Decree, Book of Moon, or we could go for Set Shining Angel, try to figure out what's going on. Set Shining Angel makes our Valhalla a little bit weaker. Summon Valkyria is pretty weak into a couple of different things, but I think I like Set Shining Angel, Set Royal Decree, pass. If we can shut off the trap cards, like even if he outs the Shining Angel, then Valkyria plus Valhalla will give us a comeback play, which is nice. So pretty happy about that. He just sets monster. Maybe I should have summoned the Valhalla or not summoned anything. That being said, I'm kind of chilling. All right, cool. So we've got Alchemist as like a follow-up summon here, and hopefully we hit a monster with it. We have a lot of monsters in our deck, so there's a pretty good chance we hit a monster here. And we did, which is cool. So I'll flip Shining Angel, battle phase. I'll attack with the Shining Angel first. Let's see what he wants to do. It's Pyramid Turtle. Okay, cool. So zombies. We have the Live Herald. We have kind of a shitty Valhalla in our hand. Do I want to attack this? I don't really want to attack this. I kind of just want to let him have it. He can always crash it, which is chill, but we can just pass. And phase Dust, and then we'll Chain Decree and eat his dust for free. So, cool. Very nice. We got a free +1 off the Dust Tornado there. He may have Heavy Storm still, but generally speaking, people won't set Dust Tornado if they have Heavy Storm. They might. I don't know. Just depends on their hand. Let's see what he wants to do. He can like crash Turtle, go get Goblin Zombie, and then sack for Caius main phase 2. It's like not terrible. We'd be either forced to eat that Caius or we'd be forced to Herald. I'm not sure what we want to do here. You can basically always hold the Herald for the Bryonic play, and then you'll probably never lose. Book of Moon is going to be important at stopping Hades. Hades is kind of our public enemy number one. Yeah, there's a plague. Summon, okay. Oh, fucking lag. It is lagging so much lately. Oh, wait. Summon, okay. Priority. Let's see what he wants to do. I just want to see what he wants to do. I need to discard 2. Target the monsters. Okay. Discards Mizuki and Mali. Wow. I think I'll just herald that. Wait, he can make Dark End, I guess? Yeah, I'll herald that. I'll pick up a 3 for 2 there. He got Mali and Mizuki in the grave, though, so... He's going to Mali now, which is fine. We still have Book to interrupt the synchro play. We could also just save the Book, depending on what he wants to go for. I think I am going to Book to interrupt the synchro play, though. I'll Book here, target the tuner. I think that's a little bit better. That'll stop him from brain controlling or mind controlling us and then comboing further. He had a pretty big turn this turn. It's not bad, but we had the key pieces of interaction, and that's why Fairies is so strong. We did lose our strong Valhalla play, but yeah, this is not great actually. Because he can still use the Plague to make Hades, and Hades kind of beats us. But I guess we'll just pass. There isn't really a reason to set further into Heavy Storm. Plus, we may need to keep cards in hand. Like, if he makes a Synchro, kills one of our guys, like Hades, and we top deck Herald, we may need to Synchro into Brownic, and then we can pitch the Mirror Force to the Brownic to bounce his Hades. Not saying that that's what we'll do, but that is something that we could consider doing. He's just going to pass. So that's, like, super Gores vibes. Cyber Valley is really good. What does this guy do? Target 1 card in your graveyard, banish both this card, and 1 card from your hand. Place that target on top of your deck. Target one card in your graveyard. So that can get back cards that are in our graveyard. I think the plan is to activate Alchemist. Banish the top card. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go battle phase, attack for 1400, see if he has effects. Any effects? He's gonna let that happen. What could he have in his hand? Book of Life. He would have used. No, he wouldn't have actually. I'm just getting too many Gores vibes. I kind of want to banish my Alchemist, but I kind of don't. But I think I should because Hades is looming. So I'm gonna go Cyber Valley. Activate, and I'm going to target my Alchemist. Angel can become another Alchemist if it resolves, so I'm not too worried about that. Draw 2. We drew our second Alchemist, so that's pretty good. And we drew Mind Control. Would have liked to have drawn that alongside the Cyber Valley, but it is what it is. We'll pass. We can maybe like find a way to get the Cyber Valley back with Alchemist. Okay, he's going to pass again. We're going to draw DD Warrior Lady. So that's another good way to compound pressure. I'm going to summon it. Battle phase, attack for 14. And the effects. Main phase 2, pass the turn. He can brain control Warrior Lady and then banish my Angel. That would suck. Be 2 for 1. He could also have a bunch of trap cards in hand that Decree is shutting off, so that's always a possibility. Usually when they play Dust Tornado, they play a lot of trap cards, so this matchup's actually really tricky. I think it's like one of those like very back and forth matchups. It's one of the most fun matchups in the format, I think. And it's really skill testing. I don't think I've played this game perfectly, I'm going to be honest, but I maybe should have set Valkyria turn 1, but that would have forced me into using my book. Okay, back row is interesting. It might be a Typhoon or something. I'll just attack him with 3 monsters now. Now that he can't Gores me, I'll go attack for 11. Attack for 14. Attack for 15. It's possible I've played this game too passively. Mirror Force. Okay. He's going to take 1500. He's going to be able to drop Gores. That's perfectly okay. We can bounce our Honest and defend ourselves that way. Like, this doesn't really matter. He's dead to Honest plus any monster, so. He has to, like, have... I don't know what he has to have here. It's kind of tricky. I think he has to make Revive. Well, even Revive King doesn't really work. And he's out Bryonic. He has to have, like, Caius Brain Control for a game. But that's not even lethal, so... That's just tricky. That's just tricky for him. Mole. Okay, that's a start. That can bounce the Warrior Lady to the hand. He has more back row, but we still have Decree, so... Not really worried. I don't think there's a single back row that stops us from winning here, except maybe Book. So in that case, we should actually mind control the token, because he can't book that. Well, he could book the Shining Angel then, so... I guess it doesn't matter. Summon Warrior Lady. Mind control the token. Yeah, I'll just mind control the token, because I'd rather banish the Gores anyway. Cool. Sick. Royal Decree, MVP that game. Also, Herald of Orange Light stopping the Gores, very important. This matchup is probably going to be a good one for the Banishers. They don't side DDV, though. So, like, we can kind of just, like, not worry about that. I actually think DD Crow is, like, okay in this matchup, too. Especially because he got the Mally and stuff, so DD Crow will be pretty good as well. So I like these 4 cards. I kind of like this guy. He's pretty good. He's really good against, like, Spirit Reaper and shit. But is he better than my other cards? I don't really know. I'm not sure how good the Valkyria is in this deck, but we are going second, so that's pretty cool. That's good there. I'm going to side out Legacy because I really like Decree here. I'm going to side out Mirror Force too because I just don't think it's that good. Like we have, well, Mirror Force is good to defend Banisher, I guess. Alright, I will keep the Mirror Force for the Banishers. But really, we're just trying to look to, like, special, and then just, like, run him over with the Banisher. I'm not sure Banisher should be in this side at all, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like I said, we just built this deck, like, pretty recently, so not really sure how good it's going to be, but we're going to try it out. I'm going to side out Soul, Purity, and Light, Legacy. These are amongst my weakest cards. I don't think Sanguine is all that good. He just kind of gets Caiused. He's not a fairy that I can pitch to Herald. He doesn't compound with Banisher very well. So I'm going to side him out. I'm probably going to side out the... Maybe I just don't want to bring in all these cards. I'll side out one Valkyria. It is good going second, but I just don't want to, like, use the effect to blow up a Goblin Zombie. I think Banisher is going to fill that role a little bit better here. Then it's just a matter of if we want to go more into the Valhalla segment and bring in these guys over the Chaos package. I do like Dragon Gores versus Zombies. The Chaos Sorcerer and the Caius are also pretty good. So is the DD Warrior Lady. So I don't really think we want these cards, even though they can be randomly pretty crazy. Dust Shoot might have been worth considering. We could also consider not having Decree in and just going for more of a, like, Trap Stun. But no, this hand looks good. We got Banisher, Heavy Storm. We got Herald backup. We got a whole bunch of stuff, which is pretty cool. So we're going to draw. Honest, also a good draw. I think we're going to pick up a lot of value here if this Banisher connects. So we'll Heavy Storm. Light Mirror. That's a good one to see gone. Banisher. Attack over the set monster. And there goes the Goblin Zombie. So his engine's pretty much cut off here. Unfortunately, you can't use Herald or Honest under Banisher. So if he has, like, a Zombie Master or Mizuki, he just kills it. And we just trade 1 for 1. But I'll actually pretty happily take this because I didn't want this card in play. I felt like it was kind of bad for me in play. Whereas here, like, I can summon Alchemist and start using his abilities. Banish the top card here. Christia, that's a good one to find. That's going to be really nice for us if our Alchemist does die. So I'll attack for 18. If he has Gores, I'm going to strongly consider heralding it. Yeah, I'm gonna herald this. I'm actually gonna pitch the Banisher as well, because the Banisher already got its value. And then we'll pass. And Honest can get further value here if he tries to kill this with a Revive King. So it's possible I should have kept the Banisher, but I didn't want to summon it alongside the Alchemist anyway, so I think it's fine. Would have been nice to have Valkyria here, because then it could have, what is the word? Turned on my Chaos Sorcerer. He could have Trag. That could definitely be a possibility. So that being said, I'm going to go for the most damage and the thing that gets me to Christia, which is Alchemist. So I'm going to attack for 18. Pass the turn. Keeping the Shining Angel plus Mind Control play in my back pocket somewhat. Okay, new back row, new back row, new back row. And new set monster. I'll tempt fate. I will summon Shining Angel. I just don't think there's really anything that I'm scared to attack into. Activate Alchemist, banish the top card. There goes my Torrential. That's okay. Battle phase, Angel attacks. Don't want to give him a Turtle Search, so we're going to attack with the Angel. And I'll go for 1800 with the Alchemist. That's going to work. We have Book of Moon to set now. And we have Honest defending ourselves, and he's pretty low. So end phase, he's going to Typhon our book. That does suck. I could have maybe set the Mind Control to like bait that and keep the book, but I think that this is fine. Mind Control is going to help us get a game shot. He has to out these cards somehow. He has Plague. Yep. So there's Plague. Yep. Sack for Caius here is interesting. Oh, he's going to make Catastor. Okay. Interesting. If he has no defense, though, then I just win, because I can just Mind Control. Oh, no, I don't win. If he kills that... Well, he shouldn't kill the Alchemist here. He should kill the Angel, right? Yeah, he should kill the Angel here. If he kills the Alchemist, then I just get Christia back. Yeah, so I should just win this if he doesn't have back row. But he might have back row. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, yeah. Then we just win. So we can win this game in a couple of different ways. We could, like, crash the Alchemist, get back Christia, and then just beat him with Christia. That is one of the ways we could do things. That just seems convoluted, though. I mean, if he has Trag, he has Trag, right? Like, so. Just banish the top card. Activate Mind Control. Take the ally. Normal Honest. Battle phase. Attack. And attack for game. GG's. GG's. So far, the Valhalla kind of rotted in hand, but we never really had a situation to use it. Maybe I should have sided the Valhallas down, but I was going second, and they seemed pretty good with like what I was siding in. And our deck just kind of performs like normal. It's just that, like, imagine this Valhalla was like more of a live card. I'm not sure so far. I'm not sold on it. I'm gonna be real, but the potential upside is there. We won round 1, so I can't complain. And we won round 1 versus like kind of a scary deck, which is like Diva Hero Zombies. I think is a pretty scary deck. So can't complain. And we drew our Banishers, which did a lot of work there, and we drew our Valkyria, which just was being a fairy was good because it allowed me to pitch something to Herald. Like, that is kind of the role of this card, is just being a fairy that keeps your fairy count high for honestly whatever you want to have in your deck. That being said, should this list be maining 2 Valhalla? Maybe we could go down to 1 Valhalla in the main. But obviously we're going to keep our deck the same throughout the tournament, because that's like the point of the tournament, right? But I think like this could even go down to 1 Valhalla in the main. You're playing 3 copies of it. Sangan can search Hecatrice, and Hecatrice can search Valhalla. And that's kind of nice too, because like Crash Sangan can instantly get you to a live Chaos Sorcerer and a live Christia in this build. So I kind of like that. Like, Sangan dies, you get Hecatrice for Valhalla, and then you pitch Hecatrice, you go Sorcerer, or you can go Sorcerer or you can go Christia, depending on like what you draw, which is pretty sick. That's actually like I think that gives a lot of utility to the deck that it didn't have before. Normally Crash Sangan doesn't really get you too much, but this can get you to 2 very strong power plays in the second main phase. So maybe the second Valhalla is not that good. I think maybe a second book would be pretty good. Book seemed insane in those games, so I think a second book could go pretty hard. It also helps you protect Banishers, and it works really well with like Air Knight and Tethius and shit, like just keeping them in play. Like Tethius has huge defense, and so does Air Knight. And the cool thing about Air Knight too is like, if like your opponent attack, like, let's say like you summon it, and then they like bottomless. I guess it wouldn't really come up. I'm trying to say, like, think of a situation where you would like book your Air Knight and like if they Gale have your Air Knight. Oh, it's not an Air Knight, sorry, Neo Parshath. If they Gale have your Neo Parshath, and they attack, and then you like book your Neo Parshath, you get to draw a card. That's kind of cute, I guess. I'm like trying to think of situations where it could come up with this. It's also good to just like book monsters, run it over, draw a card. So I think maybe second book over second Valhalla in the main. The second Valhalla in the main doesn't really have a lot of utility. The first one has a ton of utility because, like I said, because of the Sangan play, but the second one might be a little bit mid. Anyway, next match. Moving on to the next match. Okay, so I think we play against the winner of Alpha and Argo. Did Alpha win? Huh. Let me see. We shall see. Watch. Was it Alpha and who was it? I forget. Oh my god, I already forgot. I just said Argo. Okay. I don't know what the fuck their usernames are. I'm gonna tag them. I'll just see. Alright. We're playing against Alpha. I will host. Cool stuff. So this deck, the theory is there. Good luck, have fun. Alpha's a pretty strong player. I think he's beat me in one of these 8-mans before. We need to get a win here. Okay, Rock was not the worst. I'm gonna go Scissors next. Cool. Yeah, I rarely go Rock Scissors. Oh my gosh, he has 1,000,000 rating. Jeez, this guy plays a ton of rated. Yeah, he's definitely a stronger player than what we're used to facing, but maybe we can figure something out here. I think Set Angel Pass is like pretty safe. Trag has a lot of utility here. Not sure what the Angel's gonna get. It is a little annoying. Angel can't get like something like Sangan to tribute for Tethius. That'd be so nice. If there was like a light card that gave you value when he's gonna pitch Fishborg special swap. Okay, so we're playing against the Fishborg Frog deck. A lot of people have been asking me to test this deck. And we'll see. If he like combo kills me turn 1, then maybe I'll be impressed, but I'm not really sure what is happening here. He didn't send Subsitoad, so that means he either has it in hand or he doesn't have salvage. Usually what they try to do is they try to get Subsitoad access, and then they try to like salvage to rebuild their hand, and then they make like a big synchro play with like Colossal Arm. The thing that I'm thinking though is that this deck is going to be incredibly weak to Christia game 1. So I'm just going to go Shining Angel into... Cyber Valley could be a liability if he has Brain Control. We could get Honest, we could get Herald of Orange to set up Bionic Christia, but he has to leave something in play for us to set that up. That's ugly. I think I'll go Herald of Orange either way, though. I think it's safer. Because we could just draw a Spell or Trap, you know? He's going to bounce Swap Frog. Normal Swap Frog, send. Okay. Send Treeborn. He's going to bounce Swap Frog again. He's just going to pass. There we go. Yeah, we got him. This should just be game. There's really not that many outs in that deck. He could have Brain Control, but I think he would have brained the Herald. So, we'll go with Alchemist because I don't want to give away too much. Or maybe I do. What do I want to give away? Dark Valkyria or Tethius? I'm not sure which I want to give away. I think I give away Tethius because I'm less likely to summon it. So I'm going to go Synchron to Bionic, set Book of Moon, activate, pitch Tethius, return to hand, special Archlord, add back Herald, attack for 51, and then probably set Book of Moon and pass. Against this deck, I'm thinking it's a little bit of a liability to leave stuff like Tethius in play, which is a little bit ugly. So I'm not sure if we're going to go the full Valhalla route. But having more Valhallas in means I have a more consistent Christia when I do get to it. So it's tough, you know? It's tough. I do think we might want it. It's really hard to say. DD Crow's going to be fucking amazing. It's frogs. Banisher's going to be pretty good here as well. We could go with I don't think we're going to need Storm, Typhoon, Royal Decrees. Like, these just don't do anything against frogs. So we have at least 4 cards we can take out that are like obvious cuts, and then like some of the other stuff that I think is like not that good is like, I actually don't think a lot of the dark stuff is that good. I'm gonna be real. I think if we cut into it a little bit, probably not gonna need Gore's Trag, Chaos Sorcerer. I'm trying to think how much of this we can bring in. Like, if I leave Caius is a liability. Like, all these cards is liabilities because they can Colossal Arm you. And that's not what I want to happen. I basically don't want to ever be in a position where I can get Colossal Armed. I don't think Mirror Force is that bad, but I also don't think it's that good. So we're just 2 cards off of here of like where we want to be against frogs. I do like the Legacy because it'll combo with the Tethius. Sangin doesn't seem that necessary. I'll probably cut him, and then we could probably cut one more card. I'm just not sure what. Maybe one Warrior Lady. I do like Warrior Lady though. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We have a lot of hateful cards here. We also have a Dust Shoot. Fucking Dust Shoot is busted against this deck, right? Like, it has to be. Unless he like sub combos me turn 1, which this deck is like kind of built to do because it has like the salvages and shit. Maybe we'll do Dust Shoot going second. Like, if I lose this one, then we'll go Dust Shoot going second. Yeah. But game 1, Christia's pretty good. Game 2, we do have Herald. Maybe I should have kept the Dust Shoot. Herald on Subsito is a little bit sad because they can just salvage it back. But if they have to burn a salvage to get the turn 1 Subsito, then it's probably fine. Set from the opponent. We drew Warrior Lady. That's a pretty good draw. Because it can just like pressure him. It can be annoying. Oh my god, the lag is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. He might have Torrential here. Let's see. Okay. Battle phase, attack. He's gonna Regeki Break. Discarding Malicious. That was not what I expected. Alright. Set Mirror Force pass. I'm trying to think what we discard here. I feel like discarding the Sky Paladin is pretty bad. This doesn't matter. So he's Hero Frogs. He's not playing he's playing Hero Frogs with a Fishborg. That's very different. It's not what I expected. Ooh, Soul Release. That's kind of good. Do I want to use it now? He can add back the Mali if he wants to, I guess. I don't really know why he'd want to do that, but that's fine. I should just pass. I might herald this, actually. Yeah, he's not going to activate it. Alright, what's the move? Heavy Storm. There goes my Mirror Force. On Fort. Activate Malicious. I'll let that happen. I don't really know what can happen with the Malicious here that is so terrifying. Maybe like Sack for Vanities is a pretty ugly situation. Substitute. Okay, he's going to activate Substitute. I'll herald that. I think I'll just discard the other herald. If we draw Valhalla, I'll be much happier if I keep the Neo Parshath. That's fine, I guess. Never mind. I was not anticipating Miracle Fusion. I don't know why, but I just wasn't. Alright. Pretty annoying, but alas, it is what it is. I could have soul released the Malicious too. I maybe should have. Yeah, that is annoying, isn't it? Alright. Let's go banish. Banish. Special the soul. Attack the stupid guy. He takes 500. He can run over my soul, which sucks. And then we just lose. Sack for Monarch does win here. Yep. Alright. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't anticipating the Hero Frog shit. But that makes me want Warrior Lady a little bit more. And it definitely makes me want Dust Shoot more. And then, I don't know. I don't think the Sky Paladin is going to be super useful for us. We really want to resolve Tethius or Christia. Those are kind of our big guys. DD Crow seems really low impact, but it can be like game winning. So it's like, which is it? You know what I mean? I think it might be a little low impact. I guess it's like our checkmate button. I'm cool with sighting down a Shining Angel and sighting down a DD Crow. Actually, yeah. I don't really want to draw a double Crow, I don't think. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but yeah. I'd rather draw Dust Shoot here than Crow. Alright, what's in my hand? Give me something good. Valhalla. Cool. So Banisher can't get over like the 2000 guys, but it can prevent him from getting his engine going. And I think that that's like generally good enough. So I'll just normal summon it. Set Mirror Force, pass. This is gonna be a weird matchup. Here's Stratos, yeah. So Stratos can search for Ocean. I don't know what, it could also search for Evil Guy. So Stratos searches, gets probably Evil Guy. Ocean. Okay, so he has Evil Guy already. He's gonna attack. I'm on Mirror Force. Cool. He could have Gorge and shit. I'm not sure if it's worth playing into Gorge. Let's see. He already has Evil Guy, so he's already going to have access to a body. I think the game plan is simple. I think we just go Honest, attack. The Banisher is not that important. I think the pressure is more important now. Any effects? Alright, he doesn't have it. He would have dropped it on the Honest. And phase 2. Bounce Honest. Trying to think if it's worth setting Call of the Haunted or not. I think it is. I'll pass. Because we may get in a situation where we need to call Banisher next turn. Instant fusion. Not what I was expecting. Okay, there's Mariner. He can sack this for a Monarch. Caius target the back row makes the most sense. Oh, he's going to target the Banisher. Okay. I'll pretty happily take that. So he's Ocean, 4 unknowns with Caius. And Swap Frog. Okay. Miracle? No, no Miracle. Okay. So he's going to bounce Caius. We'll Honest run over Swap Frog and we'll Soul Release his grave. Normal dupe. Okay, we can no longer do that. Jesus fucking Christ. Of course, Valhalla, no payoff. That's tough. What can I say? Alright. Things look rough here. We didn't draw another monster. I may have to Soul Release him, unfortunately. So we attack the dupe. He's going to take 1,000. It's possible I could have Valhalla specialed the Honest, attacked, bounced it, reset it. Just to like wall him out, I guess. He's going to search Unifrog, so he's playing Unifrog. Interesting. Main phase 2. So he can bounce Swap Frog, extra normal Uni, sack that for Caius. If he wants to. I do have to Soul Release. I can't afford to let him have his grave. It's possible I don't need Banisher, Decrow, and Soul Release all in the same deck. That might be like overkill. We're at high risk of dying here, but I just have to hope I top deck Christia next turn. I mean, like, I just don't have another play. And if he has like Brain Control or something, he just wins, so there's that. There is that. He can now sacrifice. I think his play is going to end up being normal. Bounce the Swap Frog, extra normal Uni. I think that's going to be his play. Especially if he has another water. Because he wants to retain access to Treebolt Frog. And then he wants to also keep 2 bodies in play if possible. To like threaten Caius next turn. Yeah. So I think it's like extra normal Uni. Oh, he's gonna just normal Swap Frog. See, that's not what I was expecting. Yeah, I was not expecting this. So we're gonna lose our call. It does suck. I need Christia off the top or I lose, basically. Unless he bounces Swap Frog, and then I draw like Crow or something. I don't know. Weird one. This is a weird one for sure. Back row is annoying. Herald does not do it. He might stop the Valhalla though. If it's Regeki break, does he win for sure? I don't know. Okay, that's gonna resolve. We're gonna get Herald. I'm gonna go ahead and mind control his Swap Frog. Worst case scenario, he like Regeki breaks the Herald, and then we can still like bounce the Swap Frog to get it out of play. Enemy controller, sacrifice, take the Herald. Okay, that's like kind of what I wanted anyway. So like all normal Honest. Battle phase, attack the Unifrog. This buys me I think one more turn. Unless he has another enemy controller. Main phase 2. Bounce the Honest to my hand. I could have also left the Honest in play. as a way to buffer my life. I don't think it's going to matter much. He's going to Caius the Herald and then attack for 11. Or attack for 24, and then we're going to have to top that Christia. And any extension would win for him from there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Caius hits Herald, makes sense. Attacks for 24, makes sense. Does he have another back row? No. Christia one time. Come on, dude. That's tough. That was a close one, but we definitely lose now. There's no way he can't kill us through a Warrior Lady. So we'll attack. Use Honest. And then, yeah, we can't take 900. I don't know why he's banishing his Caius. Pass turn. We just lose. GG's. GG's. Didn't draw a Valhalla payoff. Top 10 cards. That's kind of tough. I needed to draw a Valhalla payoff. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I wasn't until 15 cards in. That's tough. How do I feel about this deck? In theory, it's good, but the Valhalla part of it like fell apart there for us. This was a winnable game. We just needed to get lucky, and we had like 3 or 4 turns where we missed. Pretty unfortunate. I'm trying to think, like, top 10 cards, how many payoffs did we have? We had 3 Parshath, 3 Tethius, 3 Christia, Cyber Valley. Yeah, we had a lot. We had 11, or no, 10 payoffs. 10 payoffs. Yeah, 10 payoffs is... What is 10 in the top 10? What are the chances you miss 10 in the top 10? I'm trying to think if that was like an anomaly or if we need to add another card. Let's go check the draw calculator. That was a tough round 2. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough round 2. I feel like we should have won that one. We just got really unlucky there at the end. Let me just run the numbers real quick. Let me just run the numbers to see if we need like more than 10 payoffs for Valhalla to make it like worth including in the deck. So if we go to the MTG draw odds, what is it? MTG draw calculator. Whatever this shit is. Hypergeometric or draw odds is the same shit, right? Whatever. All right, let's say we have 40 cards in our deck and we run 10 payoffs and we've drawn 10 cards. Odds to have greater than or equal to 1 is 96%. So that was like a 3.5% chance we didn't draw a Valhalla payoff in the top 10 cards. That's a little bit higher than I would like. I know the 3.5 is like near 0, but I think if we had one more Valhalla payoff somewhere in this deck, I think it might have also been because I sided out the Dark Valks, because I'm kind of like factoring them into the Valhalla payoff count. But I think if we had 11 total, or maybe like another Cyber Valley or something to that degree, something to that nature, we could maybe have a more consistent deck here. But overall, I do think, yeah, like this last Valhalla could get moved to the side or something. We probably don't need Soul Release plus Double Banisher plus Double Crow, but I don't know, Soul Release is really good. It was really good for us that game. It was able to banish both a hero and a Treeborn, which is like pretty strong. Like, I cannot deny that that is pretty strong. Maybe we don't need Dust Shoot because there's like not really that much we care about from our opponent's hand. As long as we can stick Christia, we just win. So like maybe we cut Dust Shoot from the side, move the Valhalla to the side, and then we add like another payoff to the main. Or we just make sure to never side down too low on payoffs number-wise. Because I think, let's say we bump the payoffs to 11. That makes it so there's only a 2.3% chance of not seeing one in the top 10 cards, and that's pretty high. So like if we just make sure and not side out all of the Dark Valkyrias like I was doing in that game, I think you could have a much better strategy there. You could have a much more consistent strategy. Definitely should have considered that. Yeah, I think that's what I should have considered. But I do think cutting the Valhalla for like another Book of Moon could be pretty good, or you could cut it for like something else. But I think Book of Moon's like one of the best cards here because it just lets you kind of play aggressively with your dudes, and I think that would be a good thing. Anyway, I think this was a cool idea, cool concept. But I think it needs a little bit more time in the oven. Test it out. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys at the RBET or see you guys at the 3v3 this weekend. Peace.